My name is Richard Marioth. I'm a vessel performance consultant. Usually I'm working under Idealship, but today I'm here on behalf of an association called Maritime Cluster Northern Germany, where I'm heading the Ship Efficiency group. So we have a working group there with several ship efficiency experts, and I'm heading this working group, and I will talk about a project which we do in this working group to promote ship efficiency, which is called the MCN Guideline Ship Efficiency in the context of international emission regulations. Okay, as it is a dry topic, I will start with a joke about safety. A guy in an airplane jumps out with a parachute, and he's coming closer to Earth, and then he pulls the parachute. Oh no, nothing happens. Parachute broke. What do I do? Emergency parachute, emergency parachute. He puts it. Oh no, nothing. Oh my God, no. He's coming closer to Earth. He notices he will die, and then, but suddenly, as he comes closer to Earth, he sees someone flying from Earth towards him. What? Okay, last chance. Hey, do you repair parachutes? No, gas pipes. It didn't end well. Okay, so now we are moving into the topic. Next. So it's difficult to do things right. Sometimes there's an exit and not an exit. The cookie monster doesn't want to delete the cookies, and not every pilot car should be followed. So you need a good strategy, not as it was with Ever Given, or with these two birds where one is digging a hole and the other is putting something on top of him. More on the rides where the birds find some easy food. So this is what people are looking for. And in order to help with this, our group has, there, these are the birds, input, output. So we have worked out a guideline document concerning the current regulations, then putting some general aspects, for instance, crew requirements. We looked into available fuels and also into measures that improve the ship efficiency. It's 88 pages, it's in English, and we just released an update, and the next update will be released at the SMM. So I will give you quickly an overview of our working group, the objective of the guideline, then about the contents. We have marine fuel options, we have technology measures, and what's coming in 2024. So this is our working group, this is the steering committee. In the top you see people involved in the initial version of the guideline, and since August 2022, these three guys plus me, we are steering the group in different regions. I'm more on the efficiency, my colleagues work with safety and with fuel, with options, and we are doing all this pro bono. It's in addition to our usual jobs, and but it is also a lot of fun looking at all the different technologies. So our goal was we want to get an overview of what are the requirements, which technologies are currently available on the market, how much fuel emissions does each technology save, and which other advantages, disadvantages come with it. And in addition to what the register does, also look a bit into what is the price and what is the return of investment. So I often regard all this emission reduction as the E-cubic challenge, because we'd like to reduce emissions. For this we need to change energy and improve our efficiency. So I'm more into the efficiency, but we are also looking into energy. So we have, in this document, you find a fuel matrix with all pros and cons of each fuel type, and with one page in the appendix where you can read about each fuel. And we are not sure whether we covered all aspects, but we are updating it on a yearly basis and reviewing things. So for the fuel of the future, we are looking into what are the options, what is the technology readiness level. For instance, we know there are not yet ammonia engines, so yeah, then legal framework, that's important, and what is also needed for the crew to run this, because crews need to be certified to work with different fuel options, and then what will be the availability of these fuels and where can we bunker them. So we are looking into these aspects, and with this we have come up with this metrics with plus and minuses and for each fuel, and yeah, you will find it in the guideline. I'm more into the technology measures, into the efficiency. So there are a lot of different options, and I sometimes hear, yeah, but if I sum up these percentages, the vessel goes by itself. It's not like that, but because a lot of technologies are looking into the same area where you can save fuel. But we are trying to give an overview of all the technology, of the most important technology measures, and the ones where we had time to look at in a matrix format, where we also give a price indication. And we decided to judge it in, yeah, one second. We decided to judge it, these technologies, by the effects on what is the what is the capex effect, what is the EXI effect, what is the CII effect. For instance, an operational measure will never have an EXI effect. It's this learning you can take from these metrics, and then also what is the application range of a vessel and other influences. So will the payload be reduced whatsoever? And yeah, we decided also to give a rating in ranges, because it's hard to say this saves you 1% when I know by hull and propeller management I can measure something 3 to 5% accurately, then this 1% can sometimes hardly be measured. Of course, with a lot of data and good analytics you can measure it more accurately, but we are giving ranges, so very low, medium, high, very high, what can you save with this technology, or what is the impact of this technology on each of these factors of the likely input. Coming back to this other slide here, so we were trying to avoid a sales catalog, but of course I have to admit that we are working with the makers of the devices to put the things in. So I'm critical with them, but still we have to agree on numbers we are putting into this matrix, and yet the matrix is not exhaustive. So what we did as a working group, we chose these are the criteria we want to compare against. This is our framework, and in this framework we are adding technologies in. And we have now 32 technologies, and we chose to divide it into 3 metrics, into operational measures like hull and propeller performance management or weather routing, then periodical measures like a new paint, do a full blast before you paint, proactive robotic cleaning. These are periodical measures, and then technology measures like ducts or wind-assisted devices or these type of measures. Even though you're right, a wind is actually not an wind-assistant device is actually not an efficiency measure, but it gives you additional propulsion energy. Yeah, and so it is a big matrix which now looks very small, or the text looks very small in it, and this is why we are distributing it as a PDF, and then you can scroll in and read all this. And we also give everywhere an opportunity to give a remark. So, I mean, it's difficult to compare apples and bananas, but in some way, if you give enough room, you can at least put them into the same format and tell, okay, this is where they are different. Yes, we got some positive feedback, and as I told you, also in 2024, there will be a new version of this. So what's coming next? So on energy, we will have an addition of HVO, and we will have a short review of nuclear, at least write a page about it, because Well, Germans usually don't look much into nuclear these days anymore, I heard, but it will be there. So, and in the efficiency, there will be a new chapter concerned by a ship design office, and they will write about which efficiency increases by ship design in the last decade. So what has changed there? I will look into retrofit benefit tracking because I'm supporting Bergebalg at the moment, and we are doing quite nice retrofits there. And that's how do you look at these? That's quite interesting. Then there will be additions and updates to the metrics. At least 5 more technologies will come in. And yeah, on the emissions review of CCS, so capturing it when it comes. And this is what we're planning, and it will be released in 2024. And in order to get the update as well, we chose that we give it well, it is for free, and you have to request it at the moment per mail from Ines Janke, who's working for a maritime cluster, who's not in work, who's kind of our supporting person in the working group. And when you write her mail, she will send you the current version, and she will also send you the new version in autumn. Yeah, that's from me. Thank you very much for your attention.